Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is your sister Sayyida Al Salaam with you from Qalaq Nafsi. I'm a certified Australian Muslimah counselor, and I welcome you all to our last talk of our series, Entering Ramadan with an Empty Heart, Empty Hands, and a Heavy Heart. My dear sisters, as we sit together for this final meeting before Ramadan, let's begin with a gentle breath. Wherever you are, perhaps with a child on your lap, in a quiet corner of your home, or managing a household in the background, just arrive. Place your hand on your heart, this heart that has carried so much. Over the 4 weeks, we haven't been building a skyscraper. We have been tending a garden. We have weeded out old heads during week 1, watered the soil with trust week 2, ensured our garden gets the right sunlight by turning it towards what truly nourishes it, week 3, and learn to be fully present to watch it grow, week 4. Today, we don't become architects of a complex building, we become weavers. Think of your Ramadan as a beautiful, unique cloth or a blanket or something that you're making it with so much of love. Once, I had this friend of mine. She was gonna have a baby, and I remember her bringing so many different kind of cloths together and making this beautiful blanket for the baby. Think of your Ramadan as this beautiful, unique, say, blanket. Maybe until now, you might have felt you were given stiff, scratchy, pre-made blanket that didn't even fit your size or kept you warm. Our work has been to gather your own threads, your own pieces of cloths, the soft thread of self awareness, the strong thread of surrender, the vibrant thread of sincere desire, and the golden thread of presence. Today, with these threads in hand, you will learn to make your own Ramadan blanket, one that fits your life, your capacity, and covers you with the comfort of your true worship. The Quran says Allah does not burden a soul more than he can bear. This comes in Surah Baqarah. So your blanket is measured by your capacity, not by comparing its size to another's. Your sincere, consistent effort is the most beautiful pattern in the sight of Allah. Now let's understand why this personal stitching of this blanket is so powerful. Using a lens of Islamic psychology, our soul, nafs, and our hearts, qalb, operate on habits. Neurologically, these are neural pathways, well worn roads in our brain. The path of anxiety, the path of mindless scrolling, the path of robotic prayer, these are deep, familiar ruts. Ramadan is Allah's divine gift of spiritual neuroplasticity. It's a sacred 30-day container where the entire environment changes. The rules of your day shift. No food or drink from dawn to sunset. More time for prayer. A community focus on the same goal. This change in the environment softens those old rigid pathways and makes it possible to crave new ones. It is the perfect divinely ordained time to build a new path of conscious presence, of turning to Allah instead of the fridge when stressed, of patience instead of anger. But here's a crucial psychological key. If you enter Ramadan without a conscious plan for what new pathways to build, you will default to the old ones. You might just create a rut of hungry irritation instead of a rut of patient remembrance. Your personal blueprint is your design for your blanket. Is that conscious plan? It answers. In this fertile ground of Ramadan, what beautiful new pathway do I want to plant and water every single day so it becomes strong enough to last beyond the months? This worship as a soul formation, it's not about punishing yourself into being different. It's about using Ramadan's unique power to gently train your heart into a new loving habit of connection. Let's see the loom in action through the hands of two sisters. All right. First, Sister Amina, a homemaker with 3 young children. Her life is a rush of constant needs. Her old Ramadan was a source of guilt because she couldn't perform like her single friends. Her blanket felt ragged, her Ramadan blanket. Then she changed her design. Her core intention became, Ya Rab, let my service to my family be my most beloved worship this month. From this, her threads emerged. Her essential thread on a chaotic day was to infuse her household chores with zikr. While folding laundry, she would repeat, Ya Latif. Her worship was mindful in her motion. Her expanded thread on calm days to read one story from the Quran to her children at bedtime, connecting them to the month. Her aspirational thread was to wake up for just 10 minutes before suhoor for a silent cup of tea and dua alone. Amina realized her Ramadan blanket wasn't less beautiful for being worn in the kitchen and the playroom. It was different, and it was hers. She told me I stopped seeing my children as distraction from worship. They became the reason for it, the very place where my worship lived. Now let's talk about Sister Khadija, an elderly woman with arthritis and living alone. Her struggle was physical limitation and loneliness. A standard pray and fast blueprint felt impossible and cold. She designed a tapestry of spiritual presence. Her core thread was connection. She couldn't stand for long prayers, so her essential worship became making a heartfelt dua for her entire family tree after Eid Salah. Her expanded worship was a daily phone call to a different relative or lonely neighbor, sharing a Ramadan greeting and a kind word, which turned into her sadqa. Her beautiful Ramadan blanket became a web of love and prayer, proving worship is not in the back's bent, but in the heart's reach. Now let's pick up your own threads and loom. Here is a simple, powerful weaving kit. Choose your central pattern, your core intention. This is the central image for your Ramadan blanket. Don't say too fast. Ask, what is the state of heart I want to have? For example, Ya Allah, this Ramadan, my intention is to become more patient mother or wife. My intention is to feel closer to you when I read Quran, even if it's just little. My intention is to turn my worry into trust whenever it arises. Now select your three main threads. Your Ramadan blanket can have like different threads of strength, color, or shine. Your goals are like this. Your strong base thread for tough days. This is a non-negotiable. The thread that holds the Ramadan blanket together on hard days is I will guard my tongue from backbiting, say astaghfirullah instead, or I will perform my Maghrib prayer with full intention, just that one. Your colorful pattern thread for normal days. This adds beauty. I will listen to 15 minutes of tafsir lecture while cooking, or I will text one sister a day with a kind Islamic reminder. Your shining golden thread for blessed days. This is for when you have extra energy. I will pray tahajjud, pour my heart out in dua, or I will cook an extra meal for a struggling family. The knot of remembrance, your trigger response. When your old habits pull, the trigger of anger, envy, laziness, you tie a knot with a divine name. This secures your new thread. When I feel impatient with my child, I will pause and whisper, Ya Sabur, the patient one, three times before speaking. Your daily practice is is the gentle nightly touch. For 5 minutes before you go to bed, do a touch of gratitude. Thank you for the moment today when I felt peaceful, patient, or content. There should be a touch of mercy. I see where my thread frayed today. Ya Ghaffar, cover my shortcomings with your mercy. Touch of intention. Tomorrow I will focus on viewing my name, your basic thread, with love. Like for example, tomorrow I will do this ibadat or that ibadat, and I will do this much. Oh, I did this good. I might continue doing this. Or I did this bad. How can I improve? This isn't a harsh audit, it's a loving, tender review, which you need to do every night. Like, what are you grateful for? One, two, what was a rahma moment where you pushed yourself and you were kind with yourself? The third one is, what's your intention? What do you plan to do? And so on. So, my beloved fellow sisters, you are ready. You enter Ramadan not with a stranger's blanket, but with your own shuttle and threads, ready to make a beautiful blanket, a month of meaning, under the gentle guidance of our Master, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, as I end this talk, I like to make a small dua. Allahumma ya Latif ya Rahim. Bless the hands that Make this beautiful blanket of Ramadan amid the noise of homes and the quiet of solitude. Steady the hands of the mother who is going through this Ramadan with patience. Strengthen the hand of the elderly who prays for their legacy of light. Comfort the hand where s- they have lost a person, a loved one. Guide the hand of a young woman whose faith is new in this modern world. Allahumma accept these blankets, these most beautifully unique Ramadan blankets of all our sisters' efforts. Let the threads of sincerity, however tangled they may seem to us, appear as a masterpiece of devotion in your sight. Let this Ramadan be frame upon which we make a connection to you that becomes the most enduring feature of our lives. Make us not just those who fast, but those whose heart are softened. Not just those who pray, but those who are truly present. Not just those who hope for mercy, but those who are transformed by it. Ameen Ya Rabbil Alameen. Ameen Ya Mujib Ad-Dawat. Ameen. Um, just before I finish, I am recording Ramadan reminders for 30 reminders for the 30 days of Ramadan. If you ever feel demotivated, you can just hop on to the Ramadan reminders. It's a very short one, 4 5 minutes one, and you can just listen to it. Maybe it'll help you keep you motivated during Ramadan. Jazakallah khair. Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Go forth with love, consistency, and magnificent compassion for your own beautiful soul. I hope this is the best Ramadan that you have, and may Allah accept it from you and me. Jazakallah khair.